Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Love Grows Tarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Virgo in the month of November. If you like these readings, please subscribe and like. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below, including a link for donations, which are greatly appreciated. Thank you. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there. And if you want a more personal, in-depth reading from me, go to my Etsy shop, Love Grows Tarot Shop. These readings are general. They're not going to resonate with everyone, and the themes and energies of these readings will also take place in the future. So please feel free to come back and review these readings at any time. I begin my reading with the 3 overall cards for the month. The overall energy, what to be mindful of, and where some additional luck can be coming to you for the month. I am guided by Spirit and Tarot, and then I finish off the rest of my reading, ending with the Wisdom Oracle, the Animal Spirit Oracle, and the Moonology Oracle. So let's get started with this reading for Virgo in the month of November. So what's going to be the overall energy for Virgo in the month of November? So the overall energy for you, Virgo, is coming from the Empress, the Creator. So the overall energy is going to be very creative for you for the month of November, so take advantage of that. She's also closely connected to nature, so being in nature or opportunities in nature may arise during the month of November, and she is a very fertile sign for some of you that are trying to have children or know people that are trying to have children, people around you. There might be news of a pregnancy. So that's the overall energy for you for the month of November. So really take advantage of the creative energy there and really use that to open up new opportunities for yourself. What does Virgo need to be mindful of for the month of November? Virgo in the month of November. What does Virgo need to be mindful of in the month of November? So the 10 of Cups is happiness, happy family, happy life. It's a rainbow. It's very lucky. So be mindful of that kind of energy. Be mindful of that real positive kind of energy and those kind of opportunities. And like go buy lottery tickets. Go do things like that. There's a lot of like luck that comes with this rainbow energy. Just keep your optimism up high, and that's going to get you through November quite easily, because we're going to have October is going to be very fiery, and November there's a lot of changes going on. So really keep that optimistic outlook. It's really going to do a lot for you. Be mindful of that wherever you go during the month of November. Where some additional luck might be coming from for Virgo in the month of November. For Virgo in the month of November. Some additional luck. Where can we see this in the month of November for Virgo? So the additional luck for you is coming from the Lovers, which is a major arcana card, and so was the Empress. So big shifts for you in the month of November. Creativity and love and passion. The Lovers is you could find you could have a meeting of someone that has such a huge impact on your life. This is a huge kind of love energy. You might be doing something that you have so much passion for that it just sort of opens up a whole new spectrum of just how you feel, where you're going, what you're doing. Also with the 3, these are lovely cards to have because you do have the 2 major arcana cards, so they are very impactful. These are big major lessons, and one is of creation and birth, and one is of love, and tied into happiness and the happy family. For some of you, it very well might be just the engaging energies of a birth, a happy family, and then a love that's so strong that it just surpasses everything. So what else does Virgo need to know about in the month of November? What a year, what a month. So it comes from the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles are your finances, your possessions. The Pentacles are earth signs, so that's Taurus, EU, Virgo, and Capricorn, and it's all about creating balance. It's also about your ability to juggle two things. So you might be in the position where you have another job that you have to juggle. Things are going to be pretty topsy-turvy, but you have to get it together and balance things, which isn't going to be a problem for Virgo, so because you do like things orderly and you are sort of have that analytical kind of mind, and you do like putting things together and getting things all organized and in tip-top shape. So that's going to be something in November that is going to assist you. Try and keep balance. If you've got those two jobs, you can do it. It may be a little bit tricky, but you'll make it through. So what else does Virgo need to know about in the month of November? Virgo in the month of November. So then we have the Heraphant, which is another major arcana card. The Heraphant is a very traditional card. Traditional religious values, traditions of all kinds. It's a very spiritual card. The Hierophant is the closest thing to God that passes his message out to the people of Earth. With the Empress, with the lovers, with the happy family, the Hierophant could be tied to anything from marriages, baptisms, things that go on in the church, but it's really about getting back to more traditional values and roots. And then we have another card. We have the Fool, which is another major arcana. So right from the get-go, we've got 4 major arcanas, which are huge shifts for you, Virgo, in the month of November. The Fool is when you embark on a new journey, when you are just very confident in yourself and your independence, and you're going things alone. So you are going to have to create balance, but you are embarking on a new journey, which is very interesting. And you've got all this creative, all this kind of family energy going on in November, and then now you've got this energy of embarking on going on your own journey. So what else does Virgo need to know about in the month of November? So we have even another more major arcana card, and this one comes from the Devil. So temptations. So we have, the Fool is you're off in your own headspace, and the Hierophant is all this traditional values. And this sort of like topsy-turvy, leading a double life kind of thing with the Two of Pentacles. And now we've got the Devil coming in with all this temptation. So you're kind of going in an interesting direction. You're kind of going, it's almost like a rebellious kind of direction for some of you. What else does Virgo need to know about in the month of November? Let's see what's happening for Virgo in the month of November. Virgo in the month of November. Let's see what's going on. It's very interesting with all these major arcana cards because you've got some big shifts that you're doing. Let's see what's going on in November. Then we're at a crossroads, the Two of Swords. So you've got all this big energy, and it's almost like there's a rebellious energy, like you're there's a system set up, and you're kind of like, I'm just gonna take off, and there's kind of like this duality going on. We have this heavy temptation energy here, and then we go into this choices, where you have to make choices. Let's see what else is going on here. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Wands are the fire signs, the Wands are Aries, the Wands are Leo, and the Wands are Sagittarius. So this is coming in for you. It'll help you with this decision making. It's a very fiery, quick energy. The Knight of Wands is very flamboyant. He's very driven, ambitious energy that comes in. So he he's coming in, and this kind of energy is going to assist you in these choices that you have to make. And we've got two here. We've got two as far as your finances and your possessions, and juggling two jobs or juggling two ways of doing things. And now we're right into your thoughts and your intellects and having to make major decisions. So you've got some there's definitely a transition period, because you've got so many major arcana cards here. But it's almost like you're sort of challenging kind of one way of life for another way. And then the next card we have for you is Temperance. So once again, it's a major arcana card. So Temperance goes back to balance, but in a much different way. Temperance is moderation. So it's definitely slow down and really think about things. Because once again, it seems like there's a real rebellious kind of streak going on here, and you're sort of like going from one end to the other end, and then you're coming back, and now it's just like slow down. Like, you gotta slow down. You gotta figure this out. Like, do you really want these changes? Are they really working out for you? What else does Virgo need to know about in the month? So then we have the Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana card. You're just on a roll here. You're just like, whoa, big major things are happening. It's like you are sort of wanting these changes. And now that these changes are happening, you're sort of taking the lead, but it's kind of steering you in sort of all kinds of directions. It's almost like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, and then, oh, maybe that was the bad decision, and where am I going now? So the Wheel of Fortune is about change. And the Wheel of Fortune also brings with it good fortune. So if you feel that, the thing about the wheels, it's always moving, We're always going through ups and downs. So when life has us down, then the wheel takes us up, and it's always going around and around like that. Definitely it's about changes. Moderation is going to be key though. So this decision that you make here is very important. This fiery, driven, ambitious energy is going to come in, and you have to moderate your life. You have to figure out what all this stuff is, and what are you doing, and what are you rebelling against. And then the last card is another major arcana card. So here we go. Even more major arcana cards. This time this is about not isolation, it's about meditation, it's about taking time, it's about knowledge, it's about discovering yourself, it's about introspection, it's about getting away and really sort of figuring yourself out. So Virgo, you've got a lot of you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana cards in this reading, which is a lot. That's a lot of changes, a lot of growth for sure. And yeah, it definitely has that rebellious spirit, and it's all sort of coming to a conclusion of just a big change, and just sort of settling into yourself and where you want to be and what you want to do, and just taking the necessary time away to really figure yourself out. And you're going to find some really big answers within all of this, and you're going to make some pretty big changes, and you're going to have a really sort of broad perspective of where you're going, what you're doing, what you want to hang on to as far as the way you do things, and what you want to release. It's really all going to come clear by the end of November here. So we can go to the Wisdom Oracle and figure out what advice the Wisdom Oracle has for you. So it's coming from number 43, which in numerology you break it down to the number 7. That number 7 you might be seeing quite a bit of in November, or there might be some sort of synchronicities or significance around that number. The advice here is deep knowing. So this is how it ends in this reading with the Hermit, where it's like this deep understanding of, finally a deep understanding of what it is you want, what direction you want to go in, where you want to be, what you want people to really know about, knowing you and them knowing you, knowing yourself and them really knowing you, and really discovering that sort of deeper connection. So I'm going to get some advice from Animal Spirit here and see what the Animal Spirit has for this reading. Animal Spirit, what advice do you have for this reading? For Virgo in the month of November. And coming out of October, lots of retrogrades, Mercury retrograde, Mars in Aries retrograde, a lot of planet shifts, a lot of things going on that are very heavy, fiery. And so into November, it's still sort of active with that. So there is going to be a lot of sort of, everybody's going to be thinking about things on a world level. So everybody is going to have that kind of like, well, what's going on? Where's my belief system? What's going on? I'm really being challenged here, and you're going to be part of that. So just be really mindful of that too. And also be mindful of that. I mean, the happy family and the positivity and that kind of projection is really important to ride through a lot of the storms and the heaviness that we're going to be coming across in the next since last month and sort of residually into this month. So from Animal Spirit, it's number 3. So keep number 3 in mind. It's the Armadillo Spirit. And it's asking you to set healthy boundaries. You've got the Devil here, so there's temptation there. There's like, you might be taking yourself like way out into a deep end. Like I'm taking off and I'm getting out of here, but bam, I'm right into this world that is not really where I want to be. And now you have some heavy duty choices. But the Knight of Wands there, that ambitious drive, fiery energy is there to like pick you up and get you going again. So be aware of that, and that could be energy that you have to ignite in yourself as well. So what does Monology have to say for Virgo in the month of November? Monology. So the Moonology card, it's coming from you, Virgo. It's a new moon in Virgo. So new moons are all about intentions and goals and things that you want to do for yourself in the future and replacing old behaviors with new behaviors. And this card is telling you that it's a time to give rather than take. So it's time to give of yourself. This goes back nicely with the Lovers, additional luck. That's a very giving. Love is a very giving and receiving kind of energy. And also what to be mindful of is a very positive kind of energy. And giving is all about that positive, loving kind of energy. So instead of like taking that kind of like sort of Aries, Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, kind of like self kind of energy, open up a bit more and be a bit more positive. And yes, it's a time to give rather than to take. Okay, so that's your reading for the month of November. You've got some really big things going on. So take it easy. Take care of yourself within this too. Make sure that you're sleeping well and you're eating well, and keep your mind healthy, your mental health happy. And you'll get through this. You're going to come out with the Hermit, and the Hermit is really going to allow you to see yourself and allow you to see yourself in the world, and allow you to sort of see how you want to present yourself in the world and how you want to give to the world as well. So that's your reading, Virgo, for the month of November. I hope you enjoyed these readings. If you like these readings, please subscribe and like. If you want upcoming notifications, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below, including a link for donations. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there. #LoveGrowsTarot. And if you want a more personal, in-depth reading from me, go to my Etsy shop, Love Grows Tarot Shop, and you can purchase one there. Have a great November, it's going to be a real learning experience. You're going to be discovering a lot about yourself, and a lot about the new direction that you're going to be taking yourself in. Please stay safe, and not only for the safety of yourself, but for the safety and wellness of others as well. So that's it, and I will see you again next time.